know what you did last summer.
I know. We were planning a podcast. That's what I did last summer.
That's literally what we were doing. We were planning this podcast and then we launched it in October.
Yeah. We were literally recording and taking pictures and sweating our dicks off last summer.
Yep. We sure as shit were. Oh my God. It would have been, we should have been in some nice beach town running around, not hitting people with our car.
Or,
'Cause that-
if we're bored and we're looking for a little adventure, I guess we could, but
I know. So you told me earlier this is one of your favorite 4th of July movies?
this is my favorite 4th of July movie. Like, I know everybody's like, Independence Day. And I'm like, yes, Bill Pullman is president. I'm here for it. I love Independence Day. But 4th of July I Know What You Did Last Summer is my favorite 4th of July movie.
Is it weird that I can't think of any other 4th of July movies?
Well, there's 1776 the musical, which is a 4th of July movie. And that's got, William Daniels, Mr. Feeney.
Oh, Mr. Feeney. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, the only other one I could think of is Independence Day, which was pretty fun.
And there's
Yeah.
another one that I would argue is a 4th of July movie, and that is The Patriot with Mel Gibson.
I was just going to say it's a horror film because Mel Gibson is in it.
Welcome to Horror Nerd, the podcast.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just not a summer person in general.
Too
So
hot.
like summer itself is a villain for me.
Yeah.
Like last summer, so my boyfriend and his family, they do like a big family reunion at Dewey Beach and it's wonderful and everyone's there, but like they just sit on the beach in the sun for fucking hours and I want to die because I'm from Southern California. So I'm very Winifred Sanderson. I'm like, oh, look, another glorious morning. Makes me sick. I don't do the sun. I don't like it. I don't like I would love to be on a boat, like looking at whales and stuff, even though I get seasick. But I don't want to sit in the sun on the beach. So we did that. And then he took me to a Phillies game where it was all sun and I was struggling so hard. And the funny thing is I remember having the thought, I need to watch so many horror films to balance this out. Like, I need to watch so many dark vampire caves to feel good again. Like, I was wearing my little sun pants and my sun hat. I'm like, I look like an asshole. Like, this is not me at all. I feel so, but his family is so wonderful and lovely and I'm so happy to be there with them. But like physically, I'm like, I'm melting. I'm not a sun baby. I burn and but then I don't know if I ever told you this story. So while I'm sitting in the sun and it's summer and I'm praying for a fisherman and a hook at that point, honestly. I'm like, I will mail myself a letter at this point. Please put me in the trunk. At least it's cool in there.
True.
But so right before we left, I was getting to the point where I was thinking about possibly adopting a dog. And there was this dog that I was looking at. So Linda Blair has an amazing rescue, the World Heart Foundation, which is incredible. And she helps so many pitties, which is wonderful. And I saw that there was this little, maybe a pit something mix, cute little sweet. Maybe she had some Dalmatian in her. Stephanie was her name. I'm like, she's so cute. I'm interested in this dog. But we happened to find my cat who was in here earlier, my little baby kitten, Figaro. We found her outside of my house. I was watering my lawn. This kitten shows up. So now I have a kitten. So I email what I assume is just a volunteer at the rescue. And I say, hey, I'm interested in Stephanie. Do you know if she's cat friendly? And we email back and forth. I'm assuming I'm talking to a volunteer. And then I don't hear for, I don't know, maybe like a week or two. And then I go on this trip. I'm sitting at the ball game praying for a horror film, thinking of like all this dark goth stuff I'm going to have to do to balance my soul. My phone rings. I look down. I shit you not. It says L. Blair. I'm like, no way. Linda Blair is calling me at a baseball game. And we wound up having a lovely conversation. She's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm And turns out she's from the East Coast. So we wound up like just having this great conversation. Anyway, long story short, I really admire the work that she does. And unfortunately, Stephanie wound up not being a fan of the cats. So it didn't work out. But yes, to anyone who's in California, they're considering possibly moving up to Oregon, I believe. But for right now, they're about an hour outside of Los Angeles. So if you're in the area and you want a dog, please hit her up. That would be amazing.
Let your podcast rise from undead obscurity. Beamly hosts your show, builds your site, handles paywalls and memberships with 0 platform fees. Your resurrection begins at beamly.com.
But
Yeah.
no, there's God, we have some dating horror stories out here. I feel like that could be a horror movie itself. But I wanted to bring up another one that we didn't think about earlier. Jaws.
Oh, the ultimate. The ultimate. Actually, that beach trip, I brought a copy of the book and read it on
Oh,
the
of course.
beach.
Yeah,
I
you
sure
had
as
to.
shit did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That movie, I love Jaws so much. We all grew up with it. I mean, did you go to Universal Studios as a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the backlot tour where
I
you
still
go through, and
go.
it's
I have a
still there.
pass. It's great. I go like once a month. Yeah.
It was the best. I mean, you love the Jaws ride. I love sharks so much, and I have this weird relationship with Jaws now as a older person who's aware of how sharks are treated because I personally love sharks. Like I've gotten to do the cage diving thing. I've seen them up close and they're magnificent, and they all have different personalities, and they're just so curious. They weren't attacking the cage. All that rogue shark theory shit it's bullshit. Can we please be nicer to sharks? They're not that bad. But the movie itself is iconic. I mean, it's so good. And here's a tie-in back to Linda, actually. And I wrote a bit about it, and it's actually working really well, about how I was watching this documentary about The Exorcist. When the book came out, when the book The Exorcist came out, William Peter Blatty, who wrote it, could not sell a copy. No one was going near this book. No one wanted it. But then one day he's sitting at home or sitting in a hotel, and he gets a phone call from the Dick Cavett show. And they say, hey, listen, Robert Shaw, who plays Quint, the hunter, he's supposed to be our guest on the show, but he's in the green room. He got blackout drunk. He can't go on. Can you be here in 15 minutes? Do you want to talk about your new book? So he does. The next week, it's #1 on the bestseller list, which is amazing. So the joke that I got out of it is that we literally would not have The Exorcist without Jaws and alcoholism.
That's so good.
I know, but you kind of wonder, like, was he that actual character? You know?
Yeah, I think his son is doing a play right now. Actually, I just saw an ad for it. His son is doing a play about him or about the characters somewhere. I saw it in passing, but he looks like him. Yeah, it looked really interesting. I think it was related, unrelated, but last Halloween, one of my friends dressed up as him and dressed up their dog as
Oh my
the
goodness!
shark. Yeah.
Was it a little dog? Tell me it was a little dog.
Yeah, a little Australian shepherd with like the fins and the cans. I was dying. It was the cutest
Oh, that's the
thing.
cutest. I'm getting a dog today just to do that.
You should.
Yeah,
You
I don't know
should.
if my cats will wear the the little flotation things.
No, your cat will make you wear the flotation.
Completely. But then that would be pause. See what I did there? Wah,
Okay.
wah. Wah, 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 wah.
Why isn't that a thing?
Oh, I'm sure I've seen a shark with like a cat in the water or a cat coming up to attack something.
Oh my God. I have seen a shirt with a Roddy's face because that looks like my dog, and it says jowls, and it's him. It's like the dog looking up at a cheeseburger.
Cutie. You know what? Okay, speaking of Rotties, Rotties are some of the cutest, most lovely, sweet dogs. I love Rotties so much. My neighbor has 2 of them, and I'm obsessed with them. And their little butts wiggle, and I fucking love them. They're so sweet. I've always wanted a Rottie. Love of my life dog was a Doberman, so kind of like a sleeker version of a Rottie. But anyway, it reminds me of this movie. Did you ever see the movie Man's Best Friend?
Oh my
I believe it was
God.
Ali Sheedy.
A long time ago.
Yeah, I was obsessed with that movie. I don't know why. It always made me so sad about the dog, but I think it was like a straight up Cujo kind of a ripoff situation. But I love that movie so much. And it was a Roddy, wasn't it? I think it
I
was a
think
Roddy.
so. I
Yeah.
think so. They're so good. And you look at their little faces, and my boy looks like a Roddy, you can tell, but he has a lot of German Shepherd features because he
Yeah.
sheds like one. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of that, but just they're so good. And their little their little tails and their little butts, and he's got like a little nub, and it just like it's I
I
can't. I
love the
can't.
nub. I love the nub.
Yeah, I went to get him from his groomer's appointment once, and I was like, "Hey, I'm here to pick up, I'm here to pick him up." And they said, "Okay, let me go get him." And I hear them like go and close the door, and then I hear this voice that just goes, "Marcel, your mom is here." And then, "Oh my God, look at that little nub!"
Oh.
It was really cute.
Now you could run, you could hide, you could try to, but he always has a way of finding you. You can buy online or at a con near you with handcrafted blends inspired by horror. Magic Oil Box by Alex. Because self-care should be so legendary. Cult classics, horror movies. Sometimes I wonder how I lived without theirs. Zydrate dreams in this little glass vial.
A little glass vial?
And the little glass vial goes into a cart when you shop online. And the Zydrate dreams go somewhere against your anatomy. And when the cap comes off, it starts and you're ready for stress relief. Stress relief. Blind Mag's got some mighty fine scents.
Mighty fine scents?
And those mighty fine scents include citrus, balsamic woods, and a soft resin. Get these and more from Alex's booth at Midsummer Scream in August. Save 15% when you shop online with code SLAYNERDS15.
And that's my boy, he's out in North Carolina with his dad, about an hour or two away from Wilmington, which is where they filmed I Know What You Did Last Summer. Was out in that area.
Back.
Yeah. And I used to go out there all the time because a friend of mine who did my hair out there moved to Wilmington, and I was like, oh no, I have to take an afternoon off and go to the beach and go see where they filmed I Know What You Did Last Summer and the Super Mario Brothers movie and a Iron Man 3 and a bunch of other stuff before everything shut down out there. The year I moved, all the filming shut down in Wilmington and it moved to Atlanta. And I said, are you kidding me? It was some bullshit timing, but yeah, it was very cool to be out there and like amazing seafood and really good stuff. No fishermen though that I saw that were like trying to kill me, which I was a little offended, Helen Shivers, that's my girl.
And you're not going to see Ben, right? His name was Ben. You're not going to see Ben at first, right? He's got to flirt a little bit with the letters and the bodies in the trunk and the haircut,
If I was there for more than an afternoon, maybe, but
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I actually quite like the second one. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. I mean, I grew up like obsessed with Brandy. I loved that her first album. I listened to it like on a loop. It was so good. So that was fun, and it was it was like weren't they on like on an island resort kind of a thing? Yeah, that was a fun twist. I liked
And
that.
Jennifer Love Hewitt singing I Will Survive at karaoke, and then like the words come up on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good, I gotta say. But I guess the big question is, did you watch the Amazon series? It was an Amazon Prime series, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the Scream series either, to be fair.
I liked the Scream series. I will
Okay.
say I enjoyed the Scream series. It was fine. I mean, it's obviously not the movie, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. The Amazon one, I think I started watching it and then I wasn't blown away and I didn't quite finish. Maybe I'll have to give it another shot. But it
Yeah.
was just, what was it? Its own version of it? Was it a reboot? I'm not sure exactly what it was.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it was clear enough to me, and I just said, I'm good. Like, I love the first two. I'm good. I'm excited about the new one.
Yeah, because Freddie Prinze is back and Sarah Michelle is back, right?
No,
Oh, no, not
she's still
Michelle.
dead.
She died. She did. I mean,
Yeah.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. Sorry.
I wish. And she's even said, like, no, I'm very much dead. I'm not coming back. But she was posting set pictures and got in trouble for it. She's like, it wasn't even my NDA and I got in trouble. Like, don't post pictures from the set unless you're given permission to do it. I thought that was funny. I was like, she's been acting since she was 4. and
Yeah.
made like a boo-boo. I'm like, you could, it's just funny. I wish she was back for the new one. They show her picture in it, and one of my friends was like, Sarah Michelle Gellar, they showed a picture of her in the trailer, and I'm like, my guy, I know. I beat you to it. Like, I
Fair.
know. I
Right.
know
Well, you would
that
think
she's
if
in it.
being posted, like, that's still publicity for them, even though it was a whoopsie. That I don't know. I don't think it's such a
I
bad
I
thing.
don't think it hurt the situation.
Yeah, unless, like, in the caption, she was like, "Here's what happens at the end," then maybe that's bad. But I don't
Yeah.
think she did that.
Maybe it was her agent or somebody was like, yo, what are you doing? You're not even in it. Yo man is, but maybe that was the giveaway that he wasn't. They didn't announce that he was going to be in it, so
That was the spoiler.
that might have been it. Well, I want to see it. Do you think they're still going to be together?
May have seen a little bit of, like, a teaser or a trailer, and I don't know about that. It didn't look promising from what I saw, but I don't know.
Yeah. I hope they are. But if they're not, maybe they get together again at the end of the new one.
There's always a redemption story that's fun. But that kind of makes sense because has there been other horror films where like a couple, they have the trauma bond, they're together, and then they have to go and actually deal with their PTSD, and then they break up, and then they have to come back together to face the killer again? I feel like we've seen that plot before, haven't we?
I feel like we have, but why is my mind drawing a blank on what it would be?
Well, maybe that's our movie that we're going to write.
I love that.
Yeah.
Can it be good for her too?
Completely.
Amazing. Ring, ring, ring. Hi, thank you for calling Fisherman's Pest Control. How can I help you?
A bit of a infestation that I was hoping you could help me with.
Sure. What kind of pest are we dealing with here?
Well, okay, so I'm a comic and I perform a lot, and I have a lot of jokes with 90s references in them. I mean, I actually even have a Golden Girls jokes, and sometimes they don't even know who B. Arthur is, but they keep showing up at my shows, and they're making me look bad because they're not laughing.
Say no more.
They weren't even alive when I Knew What You Did Last Summer came out. They don't even know that the new one coming out is a sequel. They don't even care that Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar are actually married in real life.
Teenagers. We can help.
So there is something you can do?
There is, but I gotta put you on hold real quick, okay?
Okay.
Fisherman's Pest Control, taking care of those pesky teenagers since 1997 and slashing prices for 4th of July. Are those judgmental know-it-alls not laughing at your material? Well, the joke is on them. We have 4 times the threatening letters in the mail, and we aren't talking jury duty summons or destination wedding invitations. 4 times the bodies appearing in trunks, and 4 times the late-night haircuts, all for 40% off. Call 1-800-GET-HOOK now. We'll be right back with you.
Thank you, Fisherman's Pest Control. Who's laughing now?
Still not the teenagers. Call 1-800-GET-HOOK now. What are you waiting for? That's so good.
Great.
Amazing.
Oh, what if you're like, what are you waiting for? If I say, are you in the middle of the street spinning around right now?
Okay, I love that. Let's do it. Okay. Still not the teenagers. Call 1-800-GET-HOOK now. What are you waiting for?
Hey, are you like in the middle of the street just spinning around in a circle right now?
1-800-GET-HOOK now. Amazing. We're so funny.
Okay, good. Yay.
So good. I love it. Okay. Well, shit. On that note, let's talk about those movies.
I Know What You Did Last Summer. Completely be a good for her. I'm seeing that new shark movie tonight.
Fun.
Yeah. Have you heard of it? It's called Dangerous Animals. So shark movies, that's a big summer event, right? What was the one with Blake Lively? That one was pretty decent. I forget.
Was that the one where she loses her arm?
No, that was real life. That was a surfer. That was this poor sweet girl. Her name was like Bethany something.
Okay, that wasn't it then. I don't remember.
Yeah, no, I have to look it up. God, we need one of those. We need like one of those male sidekicks on a computer while we're talking. Like, hey,
man in the chair.
Hey, man in the chair.
Yeah.
We need you to look up the Blake Lively shark movie. I'm really excited about that film.
Amazing.
So go
That's
see it.
kind of like The Man or Bear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but killer or shark? Put me in with the sharks.
What's up, guys? We're on a boat, huh?
You might be wondering, why
are two comedians and a puppet on a shark tagging boat? Well, we are raising money for the CSULB Shark Lab at our shark-themed comedy show at the Hollywood Improv on July 31st. So we had the opportunity to go out with the researchers on the water.
We're not even there yet.
Barry got a little seasick.
So I'm gonna launch this drone. We're gonna fly around out here, and we're gonna look for sharks that are swimming near the surface, so we can hopefully try and get some tags out with you.
Like James said, we sent up a drone to look out for some white sharks.
I lost it.
So we hunkered down and waited. They found a shark.
What did they find?
A shark.
What's that?
The thing that's going
It
to...
is at the surface. It looks like yeah. All right, so we'll go find them or her. Most likely her.
Girl power.
Lady shark, whispering so I don't piss off the scientist.
Needless to say, we were having a great time.
We're just waiting for an 8 to 9 foot white shark to surface.
And lo and behold, there is our fin. We hopped in the whaler and we're getting ready to tag that shark. It was absolutely incredible. And there is that shark. Oh my God. That shark was being a little elusive, so we found another one. We were able to put in the dip cam and sex the shark. The next step was actually tagging it, which is much harder than it looks. We were just a little too far away from the shark here. After this, it was time for Barry and I to head out, but Sam stayed on the water and has a message.
Sam, what should people come to at the end of July?
After we left, of course, they did actually get to tag a shark.
What the hell?
Come to the Hollywood Improv on July 31st. We're going to be raising money for sharks. Yay!
It looks, yeah, right? Like who you want to take your chances with. Because that serial killer, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's not going to let you live. Anyway, it was just exciting to see, okay, this is a different take rather than shark stalks swimmer. Okay, we've seen it. You know, that was what was cool about Jaws, was it had so much more story to it.
Yeah.
You know, and then back to Jaws 4, because it's funny, which please tell me you've seen Jaws the Revenge. The fucking tiger roar when he jumps out of the water is still one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Michael Caine, that just shows you can, if you pay him enough, he'll do it.
Come on our show.
Come on, how much can we pay him? But yeah, that is absurd to be like, oh, Jaws' grandson is back to take revenge on Chief Brody's wife. What? Are you serious?
I mean, that's kind of the premise of not the new Star Wars movies, but like, you know, Darth Vader's grandson is like, I'm gonna finish what you started. It's Kylo Ren, and you're like,
Okay
but
with that,
your dad,
though, kinda. Yeah, but people hold grudges. I don't
not
think
sharks.
Sharks do. So silly.
I learned some new fun facts about you tonight. I didn't know you love sharks so much. And it's like, I've known you for years. Oh, that's fun. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, I love sharks so very much. That was really one of the most incredible experiences of my life was we went to Guadalupe Island, which is, if you watch Shark Week on Discovery Channel, you've seen Guadalupe Island.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty amazing. The only downside was, so you live on the boat for 5 days. It's you go out of San Diego, full day by boat to get there. And then you're on the water for 3 days diving and then full day to get back. So 5 days. Well, I didn't know how incredibly painful my seasickness would be. I wanted to die, honestly. It was a horror film. The seasickness, I tried everything. None of it worked. But when you were down in the water and there was a 12-foot shark in your face, doesn't matter. Like, you forget that you are sick. But there were a lot of times when I wanted to get in the water just to be in the cold and just to shock my body into not wanting to vomit. But the funny part was the captain was like, I think you're the only person that's ever come on this trip and actually lost weight. Because they have a personal chef and amazing food. It was great. I threw up all of it. But part of me was like, well, I might as well eat whatever I want. It's going to be shark food anyway. So give me the cookies.
Shit. And on that note, let's go to Universal Studios. Go see our boy Bruce. And yeah, let us know what you did last summer in the comments. That's me trying to find an outro.
Come with us to the premiere of the new I Know What You Did Last Summer. So come on. What are you waiting for, huh?
Hey, Bonnie.
Hey, Samantha.
I know what you did last 4 minutes ago. Look! I don't know.
I think this movie's gonna be really good. I'm already hooked. Beat you to it.
Yep, this is why you're the writer.
Well, that's a loose term. Bonnie, where are we? What are we doing right now?
We're at the premiere of the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I know what we were doing last summer, preparing for our release of the Horror Nerds Comedy Podcast, and now we're here, and we have an episode coming out. This is in the episode.
It is in the episode.
It is in the episode.
Time works mysteriously when it comes to recording podcasts.
Yes, it does. Nothing makes sense, and everything is scary. Like this movie, except I think it will make sense.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. But like, you know when comedians were like, yeah, the other day, we're lying. It wasn't the other.
Was it last summer?
6 months of last summers.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm really excited for this movie. We got some new characters, we've got some heroes, some classics returning. I don't know.
Final girls.
Some final girls. And if you aren't going to see this movie, what are you waiting for? Spins in the street.
You know, I could really use a killer with a hook to give me a really good haircut. That would be great.
Killer cuts.
New business idea? Let's go.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the conclusion of the Horror Nerds Comedy Podcast, sanctioned by Horror Nerds Productions. All authorized screams, laughter, and unhinged opinions of Class 4 have now been safely contained. During this broadcast, all tangents, puns, and unsolicited horror takes were permitted without consequence. Emergency podcast services will resume after this brief transmission. Blessed be our final girls and our Horror Nerds founders, a podcast reborn. May humor be with you all.